Guys, just a quick update. As soon as I unbelievable really, as soon as I stop the stream and cast in, I get a trophy tench, and the peg's gone crazy again. So I'll just do this, and as Rangers said, I can't do a short stream. I'm going to try and do a 5-minute stream just to show you. Hopefully they'll carry on. Just how active. I think these fish know when they're on. These fish know when they're on. What's the word? Oh my god! I've been on less than a minute, and I've said what's the word? Don't believe it. So I get a chance to chat, say hello to you all, and it's been pretty crazy for the last 10 minutes. I've just caught, obviously I've not caught the show you the tench. Just got this one, guys. I think it's a trophy. I got the da-dan, the thing. So yeah, it's been quite a, people are saying they're going on the spot fishing exactly like I am and not catching any tench. I am throwing tench. You can see the rods are going again. I am throwing tench bait in, but they do go through. I've had some lovely Gibelites and that, and we're just fishing like before. Just the stock. Goodness me, my hands are not steady. Just the stock. Just the stock tench bait. Tench ground bait, that is. And we do get little ones as well, little fish. But it was hectic, and it made me press record again. So, or stream again, should I say? I'm not even. That was a bit too far, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that it's been hectic for time is it? Maybe it's a more early morning, late evening sort of thing, because it does have its couple of quiet little sessions. but I usually just cast in again. And you've either got, if you get a quiet session, you've either got rough and bleak on your hooks, or they're getting ready for a mass crazy session again. Now what you could do here now is, although it's probably not pike time now, but you do get a few. If somebody come on the peg now on the spot, they won't believe that I've just been catching all them fish. But it's really mega when you see it, when you see all three rods going in different directions. Now the big tench I got were taking line like a carp, and then it just went heavy, and it were the, I wish I'd have streamed that. Why couldn't that be on stream? It's a weird spot when it goes like this, because you get like half an hour in game, not half an hour, like an hour, say 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, where there'll be something like a rough or a bleak on, as if it's their little half-hour feeding. Let me just see if there's something on this one. No. Because I've noticed that a couple of times, that sometimes they bite and then they just stop biting, but they're actually on. You know, it's a weird one. See that for like a bite and nothing on it then. The carp seem to have like an half hour. The carp seems to have half an hour, and then, but once they all come on at once, it's really. Did we have a bite then? Have we got a fish taking the actual? You see the one on the surface? I've only hanged it in the water, and something's going for it like a float. Hey, that's a way of feeding you. You see, it's like a. Oh God! Do you see that? I'm glad that's on. Goodness, I'm glad that's on. That's a new way of feeding the. Let's take the bail off. Let's do that again. That's a new way of feeding the spot. They actually do have a feeder float. Think of it like a cage. A cage with a float coming off vertical above it. They're pretty bulky things, most of them, but you can put maggots in, or you can put a bit of a bit of powdered sort of ground bait. But that actually worked like it. Then what it's just done. It's quite strange how it just goes off for that little second. Anybody get into the water in that one, that 1 second and casting in and not getting a bite for, 5-10 minutes real time is going to think the place is dead, but I promise you There's some lovely fish once you get going. I have had some bigger carp as well, so I do fish heavy. And to you guys who's already seen me struggling the peg, I would do it. See, that's a bite. See the drop back there? It's not on, but it were a drop. It were a drop back bite. And I do feed quite a lot. You know, I'll if it goes quiet for a bit, I'll try them with a few balls of ground bait. But if they start biting as I'm throwing in, I feel that's reached the level. I'll try and demonstrate that. Like I said, they are biting and you're waiting for a bite, but sometimes it just needs a couple. That were a bit too far, but you can, like, if there's too much, you might overfeed them. So obviously, the balls have a spread of 2.5 meters. So I try to spread them out so they actually, the circles map the area, sort of thing, you know. I'll get that one a bit closer, number 3. I've been trying to cast over the area in the centre, and then bring it back so it's just in front of the hole, so that where the line is, the cage would actually be in the opening, you see. So if there was sunlight going through that and then a mask, they'd feel safe under the mask of. I might be thinking too much in it, it's only a game, but they'd actually come to that centre for light, and they might pick off the surfaces food, you know, like floating food. So you'd try the top of that with a hook and a floating crust just where the gap is in there, and you'd probably get carp coming to the surface, feeding in that hole, and then where the light shines through to the you know, further down, they'd probably feed under there as well, in the light, just coming out of the dark into the light, that sort of thing. And once you get in a you know, in a routine where you're casting and the next rod's going off, it seems to feed it better. Now we've got a few little baby. I have had a trophy the other day, well, last night it was, trophy Gibel over 2 kilogram. I've had 2 trophy tench in the last day. I think one of them was on the weekly. Might still be. You know, just have a look. A friend said it might have. Not that. It's not that, is it? I did that before, and I was just going to lift it up, and the third rod went off, so it made me catch the third rod. Now I got slack line. I'd usually I'd usually strike at the slack line there. I don't know what that is. Black carp. Nice, isn't it? Nice graphic, isn't it? Beautiful colour. Vote it. So that's the first one of them coming out of there. This is how I want it. This is how it's been. You see how it is now? This is how I want you to, like, this is how I want you to see this you said this all and this spot. But it's still not showing as much as it did, you know. Came through bits and bats. But I think we might be lucky. It might be starting and coming on. I think the carp are having the turn now. Hey Alpha lads, I'm sorry I've just looked up mate at the chat. Do apologise, buddy. I'm fine, thanks. How are you, Alpha lads? Are you okay? You fishing? Try and show this spot what I've found for tench, and every time I go offline, I catch a load of fish. I've caught a, or showing the spot for being a tench spot, and I caught a few fish, but it was slow. But the reason I was streaming is because it had just been absolutely hectic. A fish on every rod, every second. And so I press start stream, and as soon as I click start stream, and it takes a few minutes for me get the stream going, sort of thing, it goes back to the start streaming and start catching fish. And it's really good dead, you know. So I'll have to watch that back and see what hours they were, because it was definitely quiet time. A bit like this is now. Now what I would do is I would sorry, not with that. I would put some more bait in, even though the either casting again or throw a ball of ground bait in, which like seems to pro on to the next. Not bream. We're not doing bream now. Seems to pro on the next, like, click on the programming. You know what I mean? We do some little rough at the moment. You won't believe I've been catching rough and bleak on a one hook, 1/10 hook. Crazy, really. But I did promise to keep this one a bit shorter. Just want it to absolutely have a mad 5 minutes catching fish, a bit like, not that I missed it, but you saw the bite. You do get a few of them bites where they look like they took it. I mean, something on rod one taking the line, and should be a fish on it. We'll have a look. What the heck's this? Oh, little medallion we call them. Authorizer, I hope you're okay, mate, and doing well since your trip. Hope you're catching a lot of fish in the game. Hope your health is good and good to see you in the stream, mate. That's how it is. See though, them three are beeping. That's how it is when I go offline. And I just want to show it once or twice. Right, I wanted to just... And it's just basic worm. If anybody wants to see where I'm fishing, I'm fishing there on C3 it is, yeah. And 2167. I would usually pick that up and see if there's a fish on it, but the tench bite actually was like that. It did that and then didn't do anything. I thought it were a little fish messing about with it, but I was going to strike it. See, that's... that one. I think one rod triggers the next one off to bite, you know, sometimes. Unless it's a time thing. And the gear's working well. I've got some cheap rods, really, 300 silver each, and got me good reels on, well, what I call good reels for my level, and I'll just show you this setup. These are really good rods for bream and for what I'm doing now. You saw it Not me a minute, guys. Just type in an answer to a question. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back with you. You've seen the... Sorry, that's my setting I'm using, and the rods are brilliant. I've upgraded from the Asteria to these, and it's like doubled the strength from 7 kilogram to 14, 7.5 kilogram. The others were. And I know not all of them are very big, but you do get the bigger fish. And it soon counts up. You know, I may be close to. Big Gibel, you know. Like I said, I've had a 2 kilo plus Gibel, and just get that right. And I did catch a burbot as well. When I had to go for eels, somebody caught an eel on this spot as well. So all the fish are here. You can spin. You could put 2 rods out and still spin for pike. You know. Guys, if there are any messages in chat, I've managed to, when I answered that question of somebody on YouTube, I've managed to close down the chat. So, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to clear my throat. Yeah, if anybody's in chat and they wanted to ask a question or they asked a question and it's not been answered, the refresh on the chat has just wiped all the. If anything was on, it's done a new like it's a refresh on the chat. So if anybody did have a question in, if they can just throw it at me again, that'd be cool. Usually like to try and get it where the open pool is, and just around it, like going around it like a clock. Some I send a bit further, you know, but no, and hopefully that will bring them on again. I missed that again, I think. Like small. No. They don't like reeling into them. Some of them you need to actually strike, lift, you know, not just reel. Some of them, some fish like being, I mean, some fish you can just reel into them and you luke them. On this spot, you seem to have to lift, like strike and then start reeling as you're striking. Excuse me, I just have to clear my throat. But this is not how it usually is. Or it shows what it can be like at certain times. But over the 24 hours, you'll have fun. That's what I'm trying to show you, I think. You know, and the other... I think I'm missing my lamp. I went to help if anybody watched the last stream, I'm sure you may not have got to the end, but I lifted That's what's missing. I know that I thought there was something I'm not set up. Missing my lamps. Good. Perfect. Down the water, that is. Oh, that could light up all the rods now. Better, isn't it? Look at that now. Then we were thinking, is it worth getting a lamp? Get a couple of lamps and that's how it is. Now look at that, it's like perfect. Nice. I'm missing fish on that one. I don't know why you can that line. There's something going on. Do we get a few miss like that? Which doesn't usually happen with these. It may be just the it may just be it is one of the rough or bleak just biting and not actually being hooked. There was an announcement, the message I didn't get to. There you go. Yeah. Ah, somebody's catching, that's good news. There we go, this is, I got it. This is one of the runners. Oh, let's hope it's a big tench, could be. This is a, although it's running like, it may be the, one of the big tench did this, took line off, but it could also be, if it stops, I think I'm going to have to do my trick. This is the only place sometimes that you can get enough friction on the drag to bring a running fish in. And it's looking more like a carp there. I hope it is a tench, it's a good one if it is. Now I reeled in once, and I had it coming in like this. I turned round and it went on such a run because I give it a second chance. So we'll see if this is the case with this one. Bring it round slowly. Watch the tension go off the drag. Unless I'm lucky and it's coming in. See, watch it. See that now. Seems to get more. It's as if it slips when it's this way. Now that shouldn't affect the drag at all. But it's a carp. It's not that big now though. So you know, be careful that, you know, if you've got light gear, you know, you do get them as well. But that little trick of turning away will give you that extra little bit of friction grip on the fish. It just seems to opposite, where if you were sideways up in the air, had it on the left, had it on the right, it just, where the fish just runs, completely turning back and having the angle added on that will save you, it will get you the fish. If I hadn't have turned round, it would have just run round the island and I'd have lost the fish, you know. But we're not after them, are we? We're after trying to get tench. So I got one. Very good. Got a 16 kilogram cat. He's on Volkov, so that's good. I'll have to watch the other videos back and take note of what time the bites come on and what time, to see if there's an actual quiet, you know, like a quiet spell or a dead time or an off, you know, when the fish stop feeding. I mean, it happens in real life, and I keep saying real life fishing, but you go midday and it's pretty, you know, around dinner time. They have the meals, the fish have the feeding times, and you go fishing early morning. Usually do better between 6 and 10. 10 till 5, 10 till 4 is a bit, well, especially if it's sunny. If it's summer, but you know, usually lesser bites and sometimes very quiet, but then come evening the fish will come on, and at these waters you weren't allowed to night fish, so you'd only be fishing till half an hour after dark, and that half an hour after dark was usually the best time, where you just half an hour before dark and half an hour after dark was the best time. Half an hour before sunrise and then 4 hours in the morning. Really good times for course fishing in the UK, at least, you know, anywhere. I think we got another message there. So as you can see, the bites are there. This is probably the quietest I've had it, but you can't, you know, it is a game, but it's a simulator as well, so you can't expect. There are species where you can go in places and get regular fish every, you know, every cast. The bream when there was on was an every cast fish, you know. I stopped that. I've not got a... And I didn't notice on the last stream, did a few casts with an empty... did a few casts with an empty... The word. Oh my god, I've said what's the word. With an empty cage feeder. Quick way to get to Tench is spell it. I don't think I have any 10s made yet. I did get the trophy on 10, and that's something I've not mentioned. I was using 10 out of 10 Tench grounder. I've got the ingredients, I might make some up. I'll just have a look now. I hope the tick doesn't come from the happy hour. I'm just about ready to go to sleep. gonna cut this short soon, guys. Just wanted to show you where I was catching and how and how better it was when I'm off stream than it when I'm on. So we started off in the right way, but obviously this peg does have its quiet moments. But when it's on, if you catch it on, you know, you'll have a good session. I don't like how the game does that jerk. I'm bream. It's a gibel in it. Yeah. Thought it were bream then, but it looked like a bream on its side then. Nice fish, isn't it, that? Now, another thing I mentioned in the other video, and I've not mentioned in this one, I actually got my big, this needs some, I got the big Tench, the one what's my trophy at the moment. I got it on a chod rig, just testing a chod rig out. But I have caught a trophy today. What's in the my keep net at the moment with this setting on worm. See, that's what I mean. When you bring in one fishing and the other one's, oh, this has got no birds on there. We'll get the fish in. I don't think see, we missed that then. We left the bite too long then. With this peg, guys, I think it's one of them pegs where you need to, I'm not happy with that now. You need to strike when the actual initial first bite does the run, because it'll time out if you don't react. So now bream, they seem to hook themselves and stay on the line for ages. This one's some. I nearly said what's the word again then. That's going to be a bad habit for me. I come on to do a quick 10-minute short video to show you that as soon as I went offline I caught a trophy and all these fish in my net, which were unbelievable because I'd just been on stream not catching so many fish. Couldn't believe it. So to prove I press record again, and what happens? Catch a few fish and then it goes dead again. So the first few days I come on this spot, it was non-stop 24-hour catching fish every cast. The third day of the game day, it's just had a couple of patchy hours. So maybe it's, you know, maybe I'm overfishing this one spot. Maybe the game's got rules that play, you know, that interact with how you fish in the game to force you to move on to other species or other spots. Wanted to see if I got any tench mix, if I can mix some tens. I've got carp, breadcrumbs, hempseed oil. I've got hempseed oil. That's strange. We got the bream mix. I got maggot. Okay. That's how I'm trying to cast straight across the centre of the and that's what I was saying, guys. Seeing the size of me hook I've got on, you know, and to get this beautiful fish, you know, but that on this hook and this setting, this is the setting that's just caught that bleak. One hook, 9.4 kilogram leader, and a massive worm. Worm's longer than fish. Sorry if you can hear a fan. My graphic card's been getting a bit warm. I'm going to have to give it a clean, I think, and check that all the fans are working properly. And did you see that then? That looked a perfect bite. Nothing on it. you do get them bites as well, and it seems to be on this side. Weird, really. But the Gibel pay good money, so no, it's if I've any room a minute. Not that one, so 13 fair. We go and see what they're worth. Actually, I think. Done it again. Oh no, it's a small. Maybe it is little fish passing with the line. I'm going to throw another ball of tench feeding. To try and knock the perch away. That again. Pressing the wrong ones, not that. Get that one, not the I do apologise if any of the guys are getting slight pixelation on moving objects in my streams. I'm going to try and sort out what the problem is, because I don't like it when I'm watching them back myself. I noticed when I were moving there was pixelation on the tree leaves and stuff, which I hate really, because I've not had that before. As bad as it was, sort of thing. I'm going to run to the be okay. I've got leaders on the rods that'll break if a fish takes it. Too big a fish takes it out of it. This is where it pixelates. Sorry guys, that it's summertime. I'm going to have to either get a better way of doing it. Either we'll see how it goes up. I may have to drop quality a little bit to try and sort out what's going on. We have Tench, so we can probably get that one. One at 2.3. Got two at 2.3, so 2.3 is that one, isn't it? There's my trophy for thing. So that'll get us 37 silver. This is brill. We got a bleak, but they want 6 of them. Got one in that degree, and they want 5 of them, and they do have one in that country. Gibel carp, we should be able to sort that one out. So it's tiny ones, isn't it? So start by weight. and then the 3 smallest, really. That's it, I think. 3, the one. That's that sorted. Common carp, we got the only want 1, so same again. Start by weight, and start by weight again. Give them the smallest. That's another one done. We didn't get over 1 roach. We need more roach. Grass carp, no. We did get a couple of pike, but we didn't get one that big. We need to get that harder. We can do that harder. And I'm getting back into a streaming mode, aren't I? Clip is 7 on Tantis. I'm sorry, I've only just seen your message, mate. The clip is 7. 7 meters. But basically, it depends on length of your rod. If you've got long rods, you can go a meter less. If you've got shorter rods, go a meter more to it. You know, I'm just probably getting it so that the cage is in the hole, sort of thing. So my lines are just in front of the hole. See what we've got in here. 246 silver. 247. 242, sorry. We can sell them, I think. Do we have any bream? I think I sold my bream last time. Yeah, we can sell out that. Now we've done our order. I think I'll sell the lot. Okay, that's got my money up a bit. That's good. I'm struggling for silver at the moment. I've been buying rods and buying reels. In fact, there is something I want to buy if I've enough. We'll probably be able to do it. I'm thinking of doing it. It's not necessarily needed, and people are probably. Hey, what's he doing? I think I'm going to get it. I've been thinking about getting it because I want to try the bait thing. Now I can collect some of these rare fish, these bleaks and rough and stuff, and I can do some bait fishing for pike. Fancy that. Sorry for the pixelation there, guys. It's I'm going to do something about it so it doesn't do that. And that were bent then, wasn't it? Yeah. So I hope this encourages you just to give it a go. It's a low, it's a low-level lake with high-level fish in it. Really, some of these carp they pull a bit. I am Malaport Chop. Thanks, mate. And thanks again for the the pint. Appreciated. Yeah, doing good, mate. I've been ill actually. That's why I've not streamed for the past few days. Making up for it today. I've done 2 streams to show me catching tench, and every time I've switched on the stream to record to start streaming, I've gone from a bite a cast to no bites. A bit like it is at the moment. and I can't believe it. It's as if it's an off switch for the fish. One guy says the fish want the privacy. One friend on the. I'll just make sure Antis has got this. Hope he got that, and I saw his message a little bit late. You have? Is it you who's been pitching all these fish? I think you're overfishing it, guys. Yeah, I'm okay. I keep having to clear Avacoff and clear up some gunge and stuff, you know, mucus and that, but yeah, I have mute sometimes to Avacoff, but I'm doing okay, mate. How are you doing? On Tantis, I've been on every bream spot that's been known on the last 5-6 days. But when I do on Tantis, I will be the first to let you know. I have had fish. I've had up to like 140 silver overnight on some of the spots. I fished one of my spots, what I don't think anybody fishes, and I got them on pea porridge. We've been fishing garlic for a week. Maybe try the original, you know, I've not done it yet. In fact, I could do it in this stream. I don't mind trying something, and maybe you guys can see something in the actual, you know, the actual got a bite on two. Can you see line going? Not big, and I think I've missed it again, or it's a little one. We wanted one of them, didn't we, for our keep it. I'm going to see if it can go in that bucket. I know that's. Go on, Sam. Tell them. Say I'm cruel now. Go on, guys. It's a pixel. Not. I'm against hunting. Not everybody to their own, but I can't do it. I can't hunt or anything like that. It's against animals. I know I'm fishing, and it's a hunting sort of sport, and I'm pronouncing a fish. I know that's all down to that's cruel as well, and this is cruel as well, all that thing. But somebody introduced me to the game of the Hunter, and it took them 3 days to talk me into it being it's only pixels. It's just a target. It's not an actual, you know, you're not actually killing a deer, or you're not actually shooting a, you know. But it just, they did such a good job of it. It made me feel bad when I shot. So I enjoy if they put targets up. There is a place where there's targets with like bullseyes on. It is the outline of the deer and outline of the bear and stuff. But I got more enjoyment out of target shooting of them than I did actually shooting the moving target thing. So maybe I'm not made out to do that sort of hunting. Looks like we'll be healthy if we ever get a holocaust and we can eat the fish. Because I think I'll just be catching fish. Though there again, you can say, well, you're killing the fish, Ed. And I don't know what I'm doing now. I meant to do some. Oh, that's what we're doing. We're running out of feed. Not that one. Keep forgetting to just type in at top. Actually, that's what I wanted to do at that shop. Well, I can't do it now, I have no money, but... Oh. another day's grind and we'll have some money again. So you're catching then, Lieutenant, Captain, is it Captain? It's Lieutenant, isn't it? Isn't it? Let me have a look. It's Lieutenant Toe, isn't it? Yeah. Don't need to look. Lieutenant Pigeon. And, yeah, there's some on my earlier stream I showed how many. I hope they do. I've been thinking about. I think I've sold all the bream in the thing with all the videos I've done of bream fishing. I think I've caught all the bream, and that's what's up. I think I've caught all the bream on Tantis. Let me just show you a spot for bream, and if they're either on or they're not on. I know this. Do you know I actually got 2 bream out of here, and I've not had any at the moment because I'm throwing. I wonder what would happen if I throw bream mix in. Whether it's a totally mess it up or let's just cast this in and see if that's why we plan what we're going to do. Let's see if first we'll see if it's pointless going past the actual active hour if it's now. We'll just cast in and see what reaction we get with the rods while we think about what we're doing. So obviously casting that in has fed the next bite sort of thing. So I've been fishing the spot what's been active all week except for the last 2 days. It started drying up about 3 days ago, but maybe they've just changed bait. You know, I've not tried it, but I'm thinking of going and trying pea porridge in that spot. Maybe they just switched bait, and that needs checking. I have been catching bream. I fished 3 pegs. I'll show you which ones I fished this one with 3 independent baits, pill barley, garlic dough and pea porridge, and I got a few silver white bream are they called. Got a few white bream. I fished here, which is my spot I call it, at 9 meters into that hole, into this deeper water here, and I caught bream. I got about 130 silver of bream there. I fished here, I didn't get nothing. I fished there, I did well about 4 days ago. Then it went nothing the day after, and I've not tried it since. So maybe we could try that. And this one's trying with pea porridge really. So that would be my plan of try and play. We've got a bite, guys. I'll tell you what I could do, looking at the time. We're going to catch fish here. We would catch fish here. I know I can come back here and catch fish. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If Ontantis is staying for 10 minutes, I might be able to show him a new bream spot. I'll go to the bream spot that I don't think many of you use. I just landed on it and I started catching fish, so I call it my bream spot. So I'll just quickly get these away. We can always come back to this. You know, I can. You know, it's another. I don't mind. I don't mind just showing this, and if it works, all well and good, isn't it? If it doesn't, it's just another peg you know about to try. Okay. There's my torches. Just these. Gonna need them. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy whizzing round. I'm travel sick myself, so I know what it's like when anybody who's travel sick is watching. This won't help as well. I suggest you shut your eyes. I'll tell you when I'm at the peg if you want. Anybody who's travel sick, because it's a nauseating thing to watch somebody run. I'm like driving, so it's not as bad for me. I'm not travel sick when I drive the car. I've actually drove. That made me sick then, just stopping and starting again. I didn't like that. I've got like a pressure feeling over the top of my eyes and in between my forehead then. Really strange. I usually get a dull headache about 5 minutes before travel sick starts coming in. It starts with like a pressure headache. Oh, let me look. I've run. It's just a bit to my right. I go on the right side of this log here, and you probably say, "Oh, that one there. We've all fished it." Right. See the gap in the trees in the reflection. It's to the left of the tall pine. To the left. So that's where I'm casting, guys. I'll just have to swap the bream. Just change these over to that. I've been using my bream setup for the tench. Very similar. Word very similar. God, I said what's the word again? Very similar setup. Line same, hook same, just the ground bait and bait. So 2 weeks ago, I hammered bream on this peg with pea porridge, and then people were catching on this one. I went from here to this one, and then they moved to this one for about a week, and I were doing well there on pea. I think we're on pea porridge, but sometime around there we changed over to garlic dough. But I think they might have gone off that, so we'll know now if we start catching. What I do is throw some feed in. I'll cast in so I know where the baits are. So I've done one, and this one needs to. There's a little shelf. What I'm doing is I'm casting into the. I cast across into the hole, and then drag it onto the shelf so that it actually locks the rod up and the rod dips. I know I'm in the same place to where I was catching. And I have had some 10 out of 10, that wants for pea porridge, and the DB wants for pea porridge. Wants for bream bait. Bream ground bait. Goodness, can't speak, guys. So, like that, and then let's see where I am. Where's this tree? So move to tree a bit. Let's have a look down where this soil or the gravel is. Right, so about here. I'll go one step right. I'm casting to try and get there. What I've not done, as you guys will have already be laughing and noticed, I've not set me not set it to 9. That's 9 now, so another cast, and that's gonna be to right to where I wanted, but I'm okay with that. But come on, get it right. And I'm so bit sure, mate. Okay. Right, this is rod 1. We'll go another step to down. Up. To 2. 9. That's rod 2. And you see how it dipped down and didn't like drag the lead. That's on that ledge, that rod 3. If we don't go about, we don't go about. We can do some worm digging if we do. Did I do? I don't think I did. It feels like it went a long way, and I may have done, but my memory's not serving me right now. I can't remember whether it did do 9. This will tell us. I did do 9, so it were right. Okay. Not too bothered about that. A bit correct it. I'll get it on the next one. So what I do at night is you see me lamps. I'll put my lamps out now where I like them. I usually put one here. Right there. Probably buy another actually, guys. I probably have 4 in end. You know, just for the stream, but give more light. And I put my other one was the here, I think, just so that it lights up the rods and it doesn't get the shade of the tree. Yeah. Good to go. We've not had any bites yet, everybody noticed, so obviously they're not on or else some of them are gone. So let's see if we can bring them in then. It's the bream time, so if we have to open, we can bring them in now. Good. Oh. Yeah. And we just have to wait now. Let's hope they come on. You can put your bets on what's the chance of getting a bite in the next 10 minutes. Game time. What's the chance of getting a bite before end of the stream? So what I do is when it's like that, I just go walk over here and have a little and fill this up. A bit of a current there, can you see it? On the water, that's like going left to right. Unless that's my eyes. It does look like it's moving left to right. I can tell you it was more action this afternoon on these pegs, but we'll stick it out for a little bit. We might even try another bait on it, just in case garlic's working. We got a bite. I did get a few bream up to 3 kilograms, so you know, if the coffee order's there, you may be able to pick them out. But there were better bites than these. Did we get the bite before 10 minutes in game? No, maybe. Hey, Spicy Gun, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Which the bream we're biting, that's what we're after. But I missed it. I've done that a lot today. The bites have not been, unless the little fish, and I've got big hooks on, but I've missed more fish today than I've missed in any day of fishing so far. Maybe they've written something into the program. Have they just done a tick over or something? Whatever they call it. I think it's called a tick in wargaming. We're at wargaming or Elite Dangerous, one of them. Can't think now. Somebody's catching bream. Do you see that then? Yeah, somebody's on bream there, whether they're on... Flow into it. went casting again. Sometimes the casting can trigger stuff, whether it's just... So what I was trying to say is, what I do is, you can't see the gap in the trees at night, but you can usually see the tall, I nearly called it a conifer then, tall pine tree. And so that's what I aim to then. If not, I just go along with the angle of the rods. They're not taking them proper yet, so it's a shame. But this 2 weeks ago, guys, was absolutely a fisher cast. See if we can grab some more. I'm sure it goes off when you do something. You know, it knew I got the spade out, so it does something at the same time. If you run away, let me try this. This, guys, if it works. It might not work. Usually, if you run away, say you were going back to the, you get about 40 yards. Let me see. Run away and go up here, see if there's any new cafe orders. Sorry if it's pixelated. Let's see if they change them cafe orders. What we've done a few, haven't we? You know, 3. But usually when you run away, if there's out, so we've happy, gotta believe, don't we? So there's the. So anyway, what you can do, I think that's my alarm going off now. What you can do on Tantis is, you know, where there's not a bream, where I'm fishing. So at least that's one place you don't have to look. But honestly, laughing aside, this was mega other week, and it coincided to, well, it's in the same water, similar water depth to the 4332, which is, I think they've recognised. I might have needed to go down there actually. Yeah, just over the back here. So. Oh, here's somebody's. Oh, is that rod 2? What's got slack line? Let's have a see if there's something on it. Not a bream. Oh well. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to put garlic dome on it rods, just in case, and pearl barley on the other, I think. Pick rod 1, bring it in. Because obviously that's not working at the moment, so it's not working. Just have a, no, you're trying to pick out the bait what they want. If it, you know. Sorry if you can hear the fans again, guys. It's my graphics card. If we can bring them in. Not really. When you put so much in, it just cancels off the 10th before it. So I'm just topping up at the time on them, what they'll last. We've used a few hours of the night, so I'm just topping it up. That's just what I've done. Is I've not been casting in, you see, not casting in for the last 2 hours game. Somebody who's catching would put more feed in than I've just thrown in, because every time you cast in, you throw a ball of ground bait in. So you think of 30 casts. You've put 30. You've done 30 casts in the time. In the time that I've not cast in. So I'm just supplementing, you know, the amount of feed that would go in with biting. It'll attract them or I won't get a bite. It's one of them things. I'm not catching. I didn't overfeed it at the beginning because we'd never been to the spot, sort of thing. So I'm trying to bring them in, you see, and that answers it. You won't get bites if you're overfeeding. Now we want 1 over a kilogram to prove we brought the bream in, you see. But we start getting them though. I fished them quite a lot, and I've been getting away with doing that. You know, it has been encouraging them to come in and put in a big. You know, if they're not in the swim, if the attractant if there's enough of the attractant in the water for where they are, they will come into your swim like they would do in real life. You know, if you put what happens when you're bream fishing, you put loads of feed in at the beginning. Even in a match, you'll clod. Well, you might cast in to see if the fish are there already. But if you've no bites, you'd put 30 balls of cricket-sized balls ground bait in at the beginning of a 5-hour match. Now for half an hour you wouldn't cast in, or you'd fish where that tree is. You'd fish where the tree is with a float, picking up roach and perch and little carp at the side of the water. Give it 45 minutes. You'd put a tester feed out, and if there's bream there, you have to be very careful with a bream swim. If there's bream there, you'd cast to the left and see if you catch a fish. What you want to do is be taking fish off the outer sides of the swim. Say there's 200 bream in that swim, they'll all have their heads down. They'd be like a herd of cows all gathered together, all with the tails up and the heads down. They'll all be feeding in that 30 balls of ground bait and casters and hemp seed and all the goodies you put in, sweet corn, chopped worm. So when you hit a fish, to not startle the 200 fish you were feeding, you don't want to hook a fish and it swim straight through them. They'll all scatter. So what you do is you fish off the front left hand corner or front right hand corner, and as soon as you hit it, you reel fast and you pull them to the side with a very soft rod, so that you've pulled it 3 foot away from a slow, quick pull. You've pulled them straight 3 foot away from their shoal. Then you can slowly bring it to the top of the water and it'll come in like a wet rag then. But you do that, you just pick them off the corner and you gradually work your way into the centre of the shoal by picking off the you know, like biting the corner of a cake or a biscuit, and that's how you bream fish. And I've had matches where I've had over. I've had 5-hour matches on a canal where I've had over £100 of bream. Soon get £100 of bream in once the shoal goes in. A 4-hour match in an evening match at in a canal, and again 130, £130 of bream, which is a lot for a canal, but yeah, some good times. I used to fish that with lying caster on about 1.5 foot. Single caster in a 16 zoot, hidden, like bent round and pushed inside the caster so that you can't. It looks like a caster with a piece of thread coming out of it. The actual look is completely inside the caster, and that's a good way of catching bream. So I've talked my way out of not getting bites, haven't I? Did you notice that? They are here though. I have, caught them here. The other place was in fact there's a cafe order, isn't there? I think we'll knock this on the head now. They probably would come on a bit and catch a few fish, but this is just like, if you're getting different species as well, it's not really on. If you game roach, white bream, they're not really feeding. They'd spook the shoal. When the bream are on here, you're only catching bream because that's how it is, really. And that doesn't, unless it shoots off, it doesn't look very. I've been getting some nice roach on pearl belly too. Not pearl belly. I did get it on, but I meant to set pea porridge then. Ah, right. Well, I think they have turned. So maybe I should have put pea belly on one of them. But I think that's what's happened. Now, maybe what's something I haven't done then is try. The fish might be still in pegs in the six stock. The six pool what we were fishing last. Thanks for that info, Lieutenant Tor. Thanks for the follow. I can't read it. Do you mean? Thanks for the follow. Is it Quantum Slip? I think that might be Quantum Slip. We've got Waffle Much Thunderpants. Goodness me, is that one of your friends, Mello? It's one of them names. Okay, our bite's gone louder. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's not going anywhere, is it? There we go, it's going now. Right, what's coming to the swim? Now see all three go. Big bream. Roach. Or if this is a roach then. Might have a roach. Go a roach, swim through. Oh, they're not bream, are they? But it's funny how that what time is it? I hate it when they change and the clock's coming round to an hour sort of thing, as if it's on a time. But I think that was just before to give it So I'll cast again while we got 3 bites on 3 rods then, just to see if anything's... somebody my friend mentioned pearl barley. Let's what have we got on? We've got let's see what we've got on at the moment. I think we've 2. We might have still have. We've got one of them. Excuse me. Sorry, just needed to clear my throat. So we're still on pearl barley. I thought I'd change. Oh no. Did I just get that on that then? Did we get that on rod 1? So we caught on garlic dough the oh, hold on, is this the chub? Oh goodness, I'm forgetting. Anybody remember which rod I caught? So we caught one on 3, didn't we? Remember? I caught one on rod 1, that will go in the blue one. That was a roach. Roaches took garlic dough. On the 3rd rod, what went after it, I believe it did, we got a chub. And I think that's... So, let's make rod 3, or rod 2, anyway, it don't matter. Rod 2. Wow, we've not had no action on that. I'm going to put rod 2 as pearl barley, just in case. There's bream out there, but I've not been offering the right. Also, cottage cheese is a bait I've tried. Not been successful with it yet, but maybe it might come in, you know. And I believe somebody caught a big bream on worm as well, so Brad, I can't verify that. I didn't see the catch or anything. I'm changing this number 2 to pearl barley. So, okay. I mean, my hooks might be too big for this week, but when they're on, I mean, if I could drop down to S1s just because it's hard. That might be the difference. That might be all what's needed to actually start catching, you know. But we're casting. That's gone a bit right where I would cast. Yeah, that's got thingy on, and we need to cast this one out. You got garlic. Oh god, I nearly said garlic go instead of garlic do. You can laugh, guys. I know you've done it yourselves. We've got a bite on but we're not seeing bream. We are seeing bream, but that's nearly small enough not to be called a bream. Called an embryo. Now you see why I put so much food in. It's so that I can put that one back and it gets to trophy size by tomorrow. See? You do want these trophies to get bigger, don't you? That's what I'm feeding them for. Okay, come on, fishes. Right, see how it stopped on the 3rd one then? You may not have noticed it. But I actually went, as I reeled it went 1, 2, and then the 3rd one seemed to lock into position. That's my favourite place on this egg. I'm actually dragging it. It's as if it's dragging onto the upslope of that. If you look, I think I'm casting. You can't see for the thing, but if we take this as being that, I think I'm casting into the deeper water and then pulling it back so that it's just on this edge. And I think the fish are in the deeper water and they're coming up and just getting it on the edge. That's how I think it's happening anyway. It is in my mind, that's how my game's playing, you know. My imagination's thinking that's where the feed wants to be, and they're in the pool and they're coming to the wall edge to get the feed. I'm on the shelf sort of thing. So what I was going to do then, if there were no bites, was we could have gone for the 2 pike or the cafe order, which we can still do, because it's going to run out of the pike time and be a bit dead that you would fish for the in fact the Pike Spot was dead a bit for the cruisings. I don't know how you went on, Mellow. I don't know how you went on in during the 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock. It seemed to be quieter. I need my stream up, then I can see you. When the alert comes, I need to be able to see who the alert's for. And unfortunately, we got a bite. Okay, and that's pearl barley, I think. So is this a roach or is it a bream? Have we found them, sort of thing? Roach. That's roach. They want 6 of them, I think. Okay. See how it dipped? 1, 2. I think that's the shell. See, it's just going down now. See how it goes down even more. So the first 2 bounced a bit, and then it hits that. So what I do is I'll let the line go back, and I'll just get the bending if I want to, which is that. That doesn't seem bent enough for me, so I'll just bring it a bit more. That's how I like it. When I get a release, you know, when it brings it back. Now, I forgot what we were saying now. We could have done. So I think there's 2 spots where I've been catching, but I haven't tried. This spot. I have tried it here with different baits. I've tried this one with different baits a few days ago. I've tried this and not done very well. I did okay on this earlier today on pea porridge. That's why I'm here and trying it. But I don't know the history of the water. I've only been back 3 weeks, so there might be some veteran, fishermen who say, well, yeah, you get 4 weeks of good bream fishing, then there's a week where they don't really bite, and then they start again. This might be that week where they don't bite. With not knowing the water, I can't say that. You see, I don't know the I don't know how the game. I don't know how the bream actually act yet. And I can't remember from last time I fished. I actually skipped this water. I'm really glad I come back because I broke a rod in within first half hour of getting to this. Within the first half hour of getting to this lake, I'd broke a rod, and it upset me actually. And so I spit the dummy out, didn't I? And I moved on to the next. I went back to. I just totally fell out with this water, and I went back to where I've been catching good pike. Because I actually was nearly ready to go to the next water. But what I did was I did some more chub fishing and spinning, catching zanders and pikes, and I I quickly got onto the next water from here. It there's no buts. That's me, that blue one. Okay. Well, barely in middle. I think that a bit. Go, it's bouncing and then it stays. Oh, it's moved a bit. Let's. This. Oh no, it's still moving. Hold on. There's a fish on it, that's why it's moving. I don't know. We got I mean, the shoal of roach are beautiful. The biggest roach is about 2.5 pound, and it's from when I was about 16-year-old. We had a reservoir what had a beautiful stock of. It's Pennington Flash in Lee in the UK. Apparently, there's some really big bream in there, but it got some farmer or something drops oil drums into a brook, and the bream managed to be okay. I don't know whether it's a depth of water thing, but all the roach, there was thousands of 2-pound roach all on the edge of the you know, it was just too much for the roach. The roach couldn't survive, and all the roach stock died. Some of them roach should have been, you know, 10-20-year-old, you know. Real shame. Don't know how old a roach goes, but some of them were granddads and great granddads. Yeah, big. They were that big that they actually had shoulders on them. They were that, you know, that big. Really beautiful roach. A big roach is a beautiful fish. Seen one. They're all beautiful fish. Even the anglerfish is a beautiful fish too. Managed to do it again, guys. I've managed to. I too. Let's have a look. Sorry, guys, for catching up with your chat. Cottage butts on curry, nice. It does. I haven't fished for bream on curry since coming back. I've only been back about 3.5 weeks, and I've been away. I'm at 9 meters here in that. What's ing? I don't know what ing means. Ing. What's my quantum slip? Oh, in-game name. It makes sense now that you say it. My in-game name is Ed's Music, I think. That's my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm Ed's Music in-game. Let's have a see. It should say my name, shouldn't it, if I press this? That's how you spell it if you can see it, guys. I just got some EDZMUSIK. I just got a couple of nice, you know, if you've only just joined the stream, you might not know I've been fishing the Pike Spot for. I try to click the message then. I'll just show you these trophies. What I keep pressing the wrong one. It's that's into. Just got some lovely trophies this week. One of them was, I'm not sure if it still is, but I got this earlier on in the Pike Spot, just doing what we do at the beginning of this video. But have a look what I got it on, guys. I was just testing out my chod rig, and I pulled this out with this setting. I'll just show you the other trophy, and then I'll show you the setting for that. I've showed it in the other one. I got that one. This one. As you can see, we were fishing on worm. That's what I got it on. We got some very close to that 2 kilogram as well. They were very big Gibel from the pikes. By saying the Pike Spot, I mean this area near the island. I think everybody knows it's a good Pike Spot. C3, I think the it's around there and that. I'll check your message now. Sorry about that. What's this? Little bream. Casting, and I get that message thing too. Yeah. Damage. Got it. Oh, got it. My name. Oh, okay. Oh dear, what am I like? Cool. There's something messing about with that rod too, is it? Is it dipping, or is that my eyes? Sure it were dipping then. Have a look. Yeah, well, they're following me, them fish. They're lovely fish. But we've not got them here, I don't think. Unless they're introduced or in a private. Not natural to us, I don't think. In fact, I don't know where they are. I'd have to have a look at Wikipedia. Sorry, somebody was saying, Quantum Slip, thank you for all this information, by the way. I'm at 9 clip when I'm fishing. I'm trying to fish. If you look at the map, this water, this deeper stretch, you see the lighter water, it's like 1.5 meters. So I take it that all this here is 1.5 meters, and the light green, it's like a green into bluey green. The light, the darker colour, the greyer colour, is 2.5, and the darkest colour of the, like the 5 and the 6.5, them are the deeper holes, aren't they? But if you look, it comes right near the side, and I worked it out because I cast over it and I were dragging it until it actually seemed to go deeper and then stop, and I worked out where it were, and that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm actually. If I bring this in, if I cast it. Well, it probably can't show you, but I'll bring this in. So I think I'm casting. I put it to 12. Let's see. This might do the same actually, but it may not. Let's try it. Put it to 12. Excuse me. Excuse me, I just needed a cough. A cough then. Right. So, may do it, it may not. So, when I put the rod down, it goes solid when I seem to hit the shelf. Now I may be high up on the shelf, and that might be why it's solid. But let's see from the side if this will do it. Right, so it might just go straight solid from where it is, from the weight of so it usually bounces. See how that's gone back up the rod, and it's like dragging the lead, not actually going a. So I drag it, so I think I'm in the deep hole there at 12, so you could cast a 12 and be in the centre of in the deep hole, but if you're watching a bit to get to a shelf, or it should do, shouldn't come all the way in. See? Now that's where I've been setting up. As I see it now, we've got a bite on one look at line, and I'm nowhere near it. God. Wrong rod. There's nothing in it. The line were coming into me. You might have to watch that back if you don't believe me. So, this is on 9, and if you watch the rod tip, it's more or less right. It's 1 or 2 bounces and then it's locked up, or it'll lock up straight away. So, see how it locks straight away? I'm on the ship. I take it that I'm on the bottom of the ridge coming up. But you must say bites are slow in this peg. In fact, we can move to the. In fact, we will do that. We'll pack up here. We'll make an early start on the. By the time we've got our gear around them, that's if there's out on that, and we'll pick it up. Press R. Yeah, there is something on it. Oh, there was something on it. Liquor roach. So they're not here anyway at the moment. Not for the beat, for the things we wanted with. But give it a go on another day, guys, and you know, if all else is failing, try that one. I've had it. I'll show you where I got my biggest trophy. We'll walk round that way, and I'll show you where I got my trophy green. Where you going, Mello? Lieutenant Toll. Brilliant. Thanks for showing your face, and thanks for catching all my fish. Yeah, the rest of the stream fishing, and catch you soon. Cheers. Thank you so much, Mello Pork Chop. Appreciate you showing your face, and you're great, all you guys. Say thanks to your team as well, and up to, you know, chat in game with you very soon. Thanks, mate. Yeah. I'm not actually. I'm a Lancashire lad, but I've got a cold. If you know what I mean. I'm a lanky lad. Alright, cock, how they're doing? How's it going? It's similar sort of. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we used to have wars together, you know, so we're close enough to yeah, the War of the Roses, York, like Lancashire and Yorkshire sort of thing. War of the Roses. Yeah. Hello for Barnsley, yeah. My brother-in-law's Yorkshire lad. Barnsley, close to it. Barnsley, what would that be? An hour away? I think it's an hour drive or something. If it's where I'm thinking it. Is that for Barnsley the town or Barnsley the football club? Yeah, it's close. It's close, and it is. That's the start of. Let me put this up here, and I can show you. If I just swap the. If you can see, I'm hoping you can see. I'm around this area in Atherton, and that's Barnsley. Barnsley. I think they say it like. But not taking the mick like love all of them, you know. I'm a pacifist sort of thing. So yeah, we're here, and it's only a little country. You can see, you know. You can see where that's broke off from there, can't you? Sort of thing. Where it splits, and we've split from here. It was all one. Apparently, it was all sea and all land at one time, like a big Australia shape, and then with the plates and how it all moves, it split everything round. They'll all collide in a few billion years. The other side, they'll all push up to make mountains at the top of the world. Okay, sorry, I just thought I'd have a little doodle on the thing to show you Barnsley, how close it is to. I didn't work out how close it was. I could have done that. Excuse me, sorry guys for. Okay, we're still here, and we've managed to get it round to bream time. So what I'll do is collect these lamps. It's a shame, really, that this has been a good for me. Just casting though, I've had it. Right, I'm going to run round. I'm sorry for pixelating the things. What's happening? It's this me, either me or who's streaming to can't manage stream it, but can't stream them running. Maybe if I walk. Not. So you saw that with the bridge. Saw the bridge there. Sorry. So there's the bridge. This is where we've picked up some nice packs. Not fishing from here though. But I'm showing you the other bream spot. If you've never tried it. Right, from here. That's a pike spot. Sorry, making anybody trouble sick, making them so. You walk into these lilies without going at one. Just casting over the edge of these bulrushes. You can see like a little bit of weed sticking behind the reeds, and then clear water in front of it and behind it. There's pike in there, or there was on this certain day, and also I just cast straight up to them lilies and bring it back through and under. In fact, what does that look like? That gap in the weed looks like the gap in the weed near the pike spot. I bet there's intrusions. So the actual bream spot, Rosie, I think his name's called Grozi on YouTube. He's a content creator who is pretty fast at getting where the next hotspot. Check him out. Right. Been fishing through here at 12 meters. Hold on, let's throw it to 12. They might be here. Let's. Please. So actually, I don't know if that's not the angle I was. The fish might be there, but that's not the angle. But so, Grozi were fishing that gap and then shadow of it. You know the reflection? Here it's like a circle between. So in between these two trees, that's where. But I was casting more at something I could make a target casting it. See that wood, behind the cage. I was aiming at. Laying it. Because my rod cast I was laying it too. So we were at 12 now. Today. A long way. I think that's. I'll check it again. Let's walk back. Don't. This is the other bream spot where I did reel. But I tried it the day after I did reel and did nothing. Got garlic. We've got garlic. That was pearl barley. Sorry for the. Pearl barley, I believe. Our third one is. Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, it tells you that. And that's gone near to where Grozi was. And it seems deep water because the angle of straight down. So I'll see. If there's anything they get no, that even one of the small. Yeah, the bream was there, but I've fished it all week and they've gone off We've gone off just every night for the last 7 nights. But for the last 3 days, they've been slowing down and not catching any on garlic dough, that is. Give it. No, really, we should have been on the other. So this is the other spot where Rosie got about 300 right for a night. Like this. I think he did have PVA. He had eye tackle. He was using top bream. And this is where I got that fish. Got that from exactly where I'm doing on exactly same setup. Garlic door though. It was in the weekly other I think. Yeah. Is that coming over? Yeah, I am a northern lad. From near Manchester. About 12 mile outside Manchester. That would be clinical. Right. So that were another swim on at the moment. Good wait for bites. Dig up. We'll go to the one which I haven't tried. Is catching. One of them round to the last hot spot. I've not done. I might do it. I might do it. Is that your town, Barnsley? I didn't put. We'll run straight. I'm not sure if they've increased the running speed. Seems. It used to seem. The second hour of. We know we've got. Gibel. We've got them. We've got. Don't we? Oh, so we know we could put. Get them and peg. But you guys can stop me. Enter. Like stop. this is concrete, so it's straight line. Nature doesn't make unless it's fractured. So this is where I'm improving. I know the single. Don't know if you guys can see all week. So got garlic go on. This is at 70. And so it's that might have been although that could have been cruising. Yeah, and thanks again, Quantum Slit, for joining the stream and helping with all your info. They're correct about the green being at this spot. Maybe I don't want to pick. But I could have typed in. This is the this is Girl Barley. So we're looking to see me. Maybe right. I did. No, I didn't. The pearl. Just see big one. 17. Ooh. Hopefully. So we're casting. So again. baits, and that's where they were catching all the got thousands of silver tiger just gone off. Really off. So it's a waiting game, guys. And I think what I will do, the fish round to 6 o'clock. We've not caught so many fish at the end of the stream, guys. There's a failure for looking for them. And then what I'll probably do, open track. I'll just let's 65.59 or 67. See, you would be able to cast through 65, 60. No, I've not fished that pike. In the book it was 4. So let's see. Maybe you've got. Anyway, this is where the hotspot. The last 6 days. Before that, it was that spot. It was on spot here. And I then came from this one. This one went dead through. So I got on this peg. Fish for 4 days. Got fuel thousands. Then it went dead. But the mate who told me about the peg said, "You see, looking through." I carried on fishing my kids into the no bites, just approach. Like I would fish the spot, whatever. Don't usually. Here, main 43. This about 5 days ago, Crosby made a video of catching. We just need to know where they are now then. They have switched off for the time being. Not seeing anybody. Actually, we saw one person catching. Somebody's catching. Wonder where. Game bream quite a few. They might be fishing. Tell it back. We could ask. He may not. May not answer. He's only 12. He may not be on this. Also, he may You may have really light tackle. What's making the difference in getting bites? He might have just come to the water, dropped on his first peg he's seen, and he's just bringing fish out. Gully level 12, he may not know how to open chat. Just something as simple as the catching up. Got enough. He's into him. It's whatever he's fishing is catching, but not. Dan's got nails. Got a nice seal earlier on, about 3.5k. Got two there, pretty quick. See if Dan will tell us where the eels are. Bringing that's kept in this way. Dolomine not kept. Maybe the news said. You may have already told me. 30. Yeah, was it 36? We'll see a wee gap. Okay. Yeah, bite. We'll give it a couple of hours. See if they think that was so barley. Bream. That guy may even be in he's only unless he's just got here. You never know, I might have to fish them that much that could block me out. On the evening without a bream, innit? Didn't try. In fact, how are we doing? It's up to you guys, I can try and quickly catch an eel for you. Show you the eel spot. That's about water in there. Anybody who's might be a little one. Right. Sorry about the phone. Within it is used when the graphics card get it happens to have that. So now we try. got one. But I do have, I don't know if I'm any left. Don't have one. So, let's see the bream. I haven't known it. Macro. Very well. Three, 1, 3. Really? I don't know. Right. Went off that. I did get the trophy eel at the other place. I got my trophy eel from, there's a peg just here, it's well known, the well known eel spot. Just there casted out into the, around the edge of the dome of weeds, of like duckweed. This does look really good. How are you guys doing anyway? Is anybody catching? If anybody does find the bream spot, if they'd be kind enough to drop it on the bream, you know, on the last or any, you can drop a comment in, you know, on the video. It'd help find them for. And is that the fish pieces. I don't think I put worm on everyone. No. No. As Dan was saying, I think he said the sleepers has pinched about. Well, he said how many. Can have a look at the. Can have a look at the what he said about it. I think he said. Stupid sleepers all over 60 in 2 days. Wow. I thought that were an eel, and it's that big that big worm. We need some feed. Have any left? From Fry, that is. Fry's got some letters. This is lost. Oh, Fry's lost batch. They're getting bites, but not necessarily eels. Well, guys, this is a pretty boring stream for you guys to watch. I'm gonna leave it there. If I get any decent fish, I'll put them in a stream at a later date and show you what we got. Can't expect to ask you, especially if I'm getting tired as well, and you guys must be getting, getting on with your own things. So, really appreciate you dropping in. It was actually a continuation of. I've streamed already for 3 hours earlier on, and I think this is probably as long, if not longer. So, we've not found the bream. We have a good spot for Gibel and Tench on that Pike Spot, and the eels are currently biting for Dan here. That good one was probably, I mean, I don't know, with the way it went off, that might have been a carp actually. It was on the left rod, wasn't it? So I think it were on left or middle. But it was on worm, so it could have been a carp. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again, and stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Sorry there's not been much fish pulled out today. They just been hard to get. We'll have better days like these, guys. Okay, thank you so much. I would try and set pass you on. It's something I'm not very used to yet, but we could have done a raid and sent you to somebody, but they're all speaking other language. 2 German and a French gentleman. Hold on, let's see. I mean, you guys may not want to. German, Romanian, Finnish, French. Goodness, no English, guys. What's going on? Oh, there's one English person. One viewer. I'll tell you what, guys. I've never done it before. Let me try and. There's the Golden Greek one has got 1 viewer, which is how I usually. Let's see if. I mean, that's if you're still there, guys. Let me have a look. You've not all done runners. There's still 4 guys here. I'm going to try and send you to Golden Greek one. Let's see if we can. It's something I've never done, so I don't know how to do it. Bear with me a second, and I'll see if I can. Oh, so now we get a bite. Let's have a see. Well, you could leave with an eel. Come on, give me a trophy eel for the guys. And chat. So that was a pretty high pitch. It's either 2 or 3. I'll just give them all a tweak just in case. I think it was that one. I think yeah, it was rod 3. Going off the ton of it, it's rod 3. And that's a worm, so while we're waiting for that bite, I'll just see if I can bust this out. If I can get a bite again when I'm not in. Okay, go on. I think we're being pestered by them, what, you know, like, we've got a bite on one then. Do you see the line? I think there's something on one. I think it's like a line a bit, guys. Line definitely moved on one then. Pick it up and check it, and it's nothing's on it. Put it back down and just take it up a bit. Okay, so we'll try again. Do not wanted it to go. I think this is it. Let's see if this will work. Did I see his name? Did I not? No, I didn't. It was. That one. This one. Let's see. This guy's got one viewer, guys. Give him some love from me and say hi. I've never raided before, so this is the first for me, guys. But he's fishing on Curie. I'll show you the. If I can find him, and Old Greek one there. He's got one viewer. Let's start red and just say, you know, whatever. Let's hope we can send a message. Let's hope we give him. Let's hope we send him some.
You're all good, dude. I just appreciate you coming through, man. Sorry, man. I'm kind of like just off work, you know, hanging out, listening to music with my girlfriend, in between helping with dishes and eating and cooking and all that yummy good stuff. Fishing, of course, at the same time. It's just a feat in itself. Had that out there for you in case you wanted to watch me or hear me. Wow, that is so amazing. Give it to Maddie every time she comes over. Give her one, like a little, like. If she's a good girl. Well, yeah, she'll take it and give it to some of the people that, you know, need food or whatever. I'm excited. Maria's coming. This is a good song. I'm gonna put it on the stream. I don't know. She said she'll come. I mean, I can find out and see. She's gonna bring a half dozen eggs for us. Because she only has a dozen, she said she's gonna split them with us. Don't forget to give her those egg cartons when she gets here. I know, baby, or just remind me. So, Ed Banger, man. How was your fishing this evening? I'm assuming you were fishing? Thank you, Ed Banger. I appreciate you, man. You're a kind man. Very respectful. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I mean, I'll definitely try to give you a raid if I ever catch you when I get off, which is, it's hard for me to, you know. Oh, I got a big one. On 27, pulling drag. I tighten it up on him. If he pulls again, it's a big boy. Otherwise... Oh, Oh crap, we just hit a wall. It's just a regular fish, I think. Still good. Look at that. Man. These two baits are really hot right now. I was checking your site to make sure I'd followed you. Oh, yeah, I had you followed. Alright, good night, brother. Thank you. Yeah. I was lucky for somebody to give me this bait. It's like the hottest bait right now. For Corey Lake and some other places too. Thank you again for swinging by, man. It's always nice to have someone come by when you're not streaming for long, just to bullshit with, just to talk to.